friends, welcome back to the Shapely Sisterhood. So today I'm going to be showing you all the things that I bought while I was abroad that are beauty products that are not makeup related that I absolutely love. So if you like these kind of videos, make sure you subscribe and just keep watching. Now I have separated all of these products by country because if any of you are traveling to any of these places, I wanted to make it easier for you to actually know where to get what versus just categorize them by what they are. So I'm going to start with the places where I bought the least and build it up to where I bought the most. So we're gonna start with Sri Lanka. Now I went a little crazy with balms while we were traveling because I discovered something while we were in Vietnam called tiger balm and got super obsessed super quick. So Sri Lanka actually has their own sort of version of this, and theirs is actually a verdict balm because in Sri Lanka they have more of their form of massage. So theirs is not as hot, it's not as spicy as some others that you will find in places, and they come in these little tiny little containers. Now in here it says it's eucalyptus oil, citronella oil, cinnamon, pinene oil, menthol, camphor base. So honestly, it relieves aches and pains. So if you're having back pain or any kind of muscle issue, this is what you use that for. This is the first of many, many, many balms for aches and pains. The Philippines. Now, I did not see as much self-care, beauty products and things there. We didn't spend as much time in the Philippines either, so returning, I may have a completely different experience. However, I did find this. This is called 5 Cranes. It's mostly menthol, and you kind of unscrew it here, and you put it on your skin sort of the same way as you would a tiger balm of some sort. It is meant for aches and pains. It says on the back here it's for cold, so like you can smell it, and it's very, very strong. It's for insect bites, muscle pain, headache, or seasickness. So this is actually a Chinese product, even though it is from the Philippines where I bought it, but it's actually imported. This is the original. They had some other different kinds, but it's super menthol-y. I'd say it's probably lower on my list of favorites of some that I reach for all the time. So these two from Sri Lanka and the Philippines, I don't reach for as much as some of the rest of the things that I'm going to show you. And at the end of the video, I will show you which of these products that you would have gotten if you had gone with us on our Chubbing Away group cruise. We actually bought extras of some of these products and gave them to them in the goodie bags. So keep that in mind in case we ever do another one. Cambodia. Now, Cambodia I loved, and they had beautiful, beautiful products there, and everything is jasmine scented, which is one of my absolute favorites. Now, this first one from Cambodia I bought as we were leaving. It is so strong. It's a balm, but I asked the lady at the shop and she said you could use it on your lips. I wouldn't because it smells super, super hot. I think this is more of a body balm versus a lip balm. Now, I messed up. I messed up drastically. We bought some of these amazing this is lip balm from Cambodia, and this is, I think this is another jasmine one, but I bought some of these for the women in our family for Christmas. And I made a major mistake. Some of them are body balm and some of them are lip balm. The body balms are hotter, and I accidentally told Jimmy's mom that it was a lip balm and it was a body balm, and it got really, really hot really fast. So be very careful going to Cambodia. If you're buying any of these, they're a little heavy, they're weighty, so be careful with that. We shipped ours so it wasn't as heavy in our luggage, but make sure you read the labels because they have little tags off of them that are tied, and make sure it says lip or body. If it doesn't say lip, don't use it on your lips. It's likely for your body. So you don't want to make that mistake because they heat up similar to like a icy hot. It's kind of like an icy hot on steroids. It gets really, really, really hot really quick. So make sure and read the labels very, very carefully with these. Malaysia. Now, Malaysia is an Islamic country, so for the most part, women cover, not all the way down their face like you would see in some other Middle Eastern countries like Dubai, Abu Dhabi, some of those places, but they do cover their hair for the most part. And I found this lotion that I love because it's a cooling lotion. So at the top it says Instant Cooling Burst. It's from a company called Pure Line, and Hijab Fresh is actually what it's called. Now you can also get this in Indonesia because parts of Indonesia are also of the Islamic faith, but for the most part, Malaysia had a bit more of it. Now, do keep in mind, if you buy any kinds of lotions or body washes or anything like that, they're going to have a whitening agent in them. And it's for no other reason, but they place a massive value on fair skin. So you will see people cover up, you will see people do a lot of that because they want to keep their skin very, very, very fair. So all of the products like this have a whitening agent in it. For the most part, I bought things, rarely I found them, but they're often more expensive that did not have whitening agents in them, except for this body lotion, because it was cooling. Now, because of it, I don't know if you can hear, it's a little lighter or watery than another kind of lotion, but it is so cooling and so fabulous. And in other countries, especially when it's the summertime, you think it's hot in Texas or California or Florida, you take that and you magnify it 100 times and you've got an Asian heat. It is so much hotter because you're closer to the equator, so the sun is so much more harsh on your body and you feel it. It's almost like you just cannot find a place that's not surface of the sun hot. So for a lotion to be cooling is amazing. So this is a huge favorite of mine. You can get it either place. That's the only thing that I bought in Malaysia in terms of body care. But in Bali, Indonesia, I got even more excited about the lotions. They have this company called I Love Bali from Bali Island Dream, and you can buy these lotions individually or you can buy them in packs of 5, and they do not have whitening agents in them and they are incredibly affordable. I found this when we were kind of in the art market area of Ubud, and I got really excited because I was out of facial moisturizer, and I needed something, and my skin is naturally really dry. So I found these hand lotions, and it's not greasy, it's not super watery like the Hijab Fresh is, but it is so like delicious in scent, but it's light enough to where it stays around for a while, but it's not overpowering with like your perfume or anything else that you may have on. So I love these. I'm hoarding them because I only have 4 more left, and they're the perfect purse size. Like, I mean, in comparison to my hand, they're the perfect purse size. I love these. If, you know, when we go back to Bali, I'm buying all of them that I can get my hands on. I love them. But in the same store, they have this Himalaya Herbals Nourishing Skin Cream. I've talked about this before. You can actually find this on Amazon, and I freaked when I realized I could get it. It turns out this is not an Indonesian company. This is actually an Indian company, but I am absolutely in love with it. It's natural products. It says here, a light and non-greasy daily use cream to keep your skin healthy looking and supple. It's aloe vera, nourishes and moisturizes, and they have a Indian kino tree. I don't know what that means. Helps with skin pollution and dry weather. So this is awesome. They also have one that's got white cherry in it. That's what I bought when we were actually in Bali. I used that entire one up, and I've bought another one on Amazon since then. So I know it's there and I know it's the same thing, but they also have the white cherry on Amazon. Just ordered the wrong thing. They fill it up. I mean, I use a lot of this. It smells delicious. Even Jimmy likes this. Like when I put this on my face, he noticed, he's like, you smell good. Like it's just that good, fresh, clean smell. It's not overly sort of perfumed, but I love this. It is 1.69 full ounces, so about 50 ml of product, but it lasts you a really good amount of time. And so I'm a sucker. This is on my favorites now. I absolutely love it. And I know I've kind of been preaching cruelty-free to you ladies lately. Cruelty-free company, so I can continue to buy it. Vietnam. Now, Vietnam is where the obsession started for Tiger Balm. I bought 2 different kinds of Tiger Balm while we were in Vietnam, and I also bought what they call kind of a Grandma Voodoo. Now, I will start with the Grandma Voodoo. This is some powerful stuff, you guys. It is amazing. I can't tell you what it says because it's all in Vietnamese, but it's like an essential oil blend. Like it just has the little, I don't know if you can see, at the very top. So all you really need to do, it is strong too. All you need to do is like put your finger over the top, do this, and that's all you really need. It is powerful. Now in Vietnam, if you have had a leg amputated, if you have a migraine, if you don't feel good, if you have a cough, it is very likely that a Vietnamese grandma is gonna pull one of these out of her purse and she's gonna give it to you because she thinks it's gonna cure all of your ailments. And I can't necessarily disagree with her. So I suffered from migraines a lot previous to us leaving for our trip, and so Vietnam was our first stop. So I actually still had some of those issues sort of adjusting to being in different climates and countries. Now, this is amazing. You can just boop one on this side of your temple, on the other side, and it heats up much like a icy hot wood, but kind of in liquid form, and it's almost like it engulfs your face, and it gets hot, and you kind of feel it in your eyes. But it will kick a migraine, it will kick a headache, it will help if you have any kind of congestion in your chest, sort of rub it on your chest, it helps a lot with that. Now, it's absolutely incredible. I keep it in my purse. It doesn't take a lot. Like, I've had it for a while and there's still a lot in there. And Jimmy's cousin Troy is actually the one that introduced us to this, because he got it on his first trip to Vietnam, and he said, you need this in your life. So big thing, you need this. Now, these are what started the Tiger Balm obsession that kind of continued throughout our entire trip. So everywhere we went, I bought a Tiger Balm to try them all out. There are two kinds. This is the original Tiger Balm. I got the Vietnamese labeling. And then this one is the same thing, but it's a lot hotter. That's why it's red, because they say that there's actually cobra venom in it. I don't know if that's true, but it kind of sounds cool. So we bought one of these, and I will tell you, the original Tiger Balm, if you have any kind of muscle aches or pains, this is perfect for that. If you have any congestion in your chest, use it for that too. But understand, it heats up. So start with a little bit and add. Don't use a whole lot, because it does really get hot. The cobra venom gets really hot, so start with even less. A little bit of this goes an awfully long way. We've used it quite a bit, like it's way down in there and there's still tons of it left, but like it's, just to smell it, I wish you guys had smell-o-vision, because it just clears everything out. So even if you feel congested, you can smell this and it kind of starts to empty out your sinuses a bit. But I have another product from Thailand I'll show you that works a little better. But Tiger Balms are the best. So if you're headed to Vietnam, must pick up Tiger Balm and the Grandma Voodoo. These next three countries, I got really excited about things. They're the places that I bought the most beauty products that are not makeup related. Now, I'm gonna start with the Middle East. We started our trip for 10 days in Dubai and Abu Dhabi, right before we headed for Vietnam for our first, like what we thought would be our official stay. They have the coolest thing in the Middle East. We went to the Dubai souks, and you can make perfumes, but the perfumes are actually made of oils. So Jimmy and I both got a little excited about this, and I had two made for me, and he actually had two made for him. And the reason his is smaller for this one, because this was more expensive than mine. So Jimmy is a fan of a scent called oud wood, and it is very rare, and it's often quite expensive. Now, you can have very similar scents made. They will even have oils that smell similar to some of your designer brands. They're not knockoffs, they're oils, so you don't spray them on your clothes, you literally put them on your skin. Now, oud wood is rare in the States, but in the Middle East, it's everywhere. So he got an oud wood, and I don't know if you can see, but this was full, and it's down here now because he's been using it like crazy. And this one's almost empty too. He got two oud woods from different places because he wanted to compare them and see them. And these decorative bottles, you can buy just the regular sort of bottle, or you can buy a designer bottle. And you guys, these are like $5. They're not expensive at all. Like if you add a designer bottle, $10 versus $5. It's pretty unbelievable. What's amazing is you go in and they set out all these bottles in front of you, and you just smell everything, and you can basically put different like drops of things on your skin, mix different things together. You can really create your own signature scent. It's unreal. So this one is basically 90% jasmine, pure jasmine oil. And then I had to mix it with another kind of sweet scent because jasmine is very floral and it can be very overpowering. So I had to mix it with a sweet scent to kind of have a mix of the two together. And I have been, as you can see, hoarding it because I'm not sure when I'm going to get to go back. But you also don't use much. This is going to last forever. Jimmy uses it several times a day because it's his favorite thing. That's why it's down so low. But for me, I just do, you know, a dab on my neck and dab on my wrist. And so it just lasts you forever and a day. This one is actually a version of a perfume I've actually never heard of before. They had them set out and I loved it. It's not a perfume that I know of by any designer. The name of it could have been made up for all I know, but it smelled amazing, and this is also an oil. They don't do anything that's a sprayed fragrance, so you can't put any of it on your clothes. It will stain your clothes, but the purpose of the oil is because it lasts longer on your skin, so you need to use it less often. The other great thing about them being oils is there's no alcohol. Now understand, these are Middle Eastern countries, so they are of the Muslim faith. They don't drink. So there's no alcohol or anything in these products that they're using. So they're amazing. They smell so good. I forgot how good this one smelled until we started filming, and I kept telling Jimmy, I smell amazing. Like, plus it's just pretty on my nightstand. They're fabulous. If you ever go to the Middle East, you must visit a souk and get an oil. And it's very obvious where they are. You can ask somebody for help. It's fantastic. Now, the other thing I got while we were there was a body cream. Now, this is more of a body balm than a cream because they don't do milky based products in a lot of those countries. So this, as you can see, is definitely a balm consistency. Kind of looks like Vaseline, but this was like a lemon. It smells like the Middle East. That's part of why I haven't used a lot of this, because I don't want to use it up and not be able to get any more for a while. That's my problem, is I bought this and now I'm hoarding it and I should be using it more. Plus it has the Arabic on the top and I just love that. The guy in the shop had just these huge glass containers full, and he had little sticks in them that you could smell or you could sample and put on your skin, and it was just the most fun process. So if you're interested in any of that, the Middle East, especially Dubai Souk area, is where you need to go. Two more. The next one I'm going to talk to you about is Japan. Now, Japan, I got really excited about some bath stuff and more sort of topical things. Now, we didn't get to go to Korea in our trip this year. We're hoping to get to go back again sometime soon, but they have an entire section of Tokyo that's Koreatown. And if you know anything about Korean beauty products, you know Korean face masks are where it is at. Now in Koreatown in Tokyo, you can buy packs of 30 of these face masks for $10. It is the best. I bought 2. It's the best $20 I've spent maybe anywhere in Asia. Like I have given these for gifts. I have used these. Jimmy has used these. Some people may have gotten some on the cruise. Like, these have been incredible, and they're all kinds of things. This one's hyaluronic acid, but they have pomegranate, they have horse oil, they have placenta, they have gold, they have all kinds of crazy ones, but Korean beauty is incredible. So if you're in Tokyo, go to Koreatown and get your hands on some of these masks. They also have, I bought this at the drugstore at it was, I think 7-Eleven or Family Mart that I bought this, but it's a mask, and that actually you open it up and it goes on your eyes and over your ears, and it's lavender scented and it heats up. So as someone who has insomnia problems as well as migraines and headaches, this is amazing. The other thing they're big on in Japan is cleanliness and smell, because there's a lot of people in a very small space most of the time. So these are actually body towelettes. So you just open it like you would a makeup remover wipe, pull it out. They smell so good. They're lightly scented, but it's not super heavy or like girly. These are unisex ones, but you use these like if you're sweating. So if you're sweating, you just kind of towel off under your arms, and you can slip into the bathroom and do it, but it makes you fresh all over again before you're gonna get on the train to head home or whatever. And these are pretty amazing. I think the US should do this, FYI. The other amazing things from Japan are bath bombs. We went again to 7-Eleven, Family Mart, and they have boxes of these incredible little bath bombs, and they look like Tide Pods. Like, I'm not gonna lie, they're about, this big in this little package. They look like that, and we didn't have any idea what scent they were because it's in Japanese, but they have little scratch and sniff in front of where all the boxes are displayed, so you can actually smell what they're gonna smell like before you buy them. We bought 3 boxes, I think, and put them in our luggage to bring them home. One was more of a manly scent and the others were more kind of feminine, but I've used them like crazy since we've been home. Love these. So head to a drugstore, get your face mask that'll warm up, and then get your bath bombs because they're awesome. Last place was Thailand. As you may or may not know, we spent 5 months in Thailand last year, and it's one of my favorite places in Asia. I fell head over heels in love with it. And I got really excited about balms there because they have a bazillion. So as you can see, we have 5 different kinds of balm. This is a liquid version of this. Now, this green oil is no joke. It will hurt your feelings. I also believe it's Chinese, but they sell a lot of it there because it's in Chinese on the packaging. This is probably the hottest oil we bought. Wouldn't you say, Jimmy?
Yeah, Sneak Attack. Like, it doesn't, you put it on and we wait about maybe 3 to 5 minutes. Woo!
Yeah, the reason I had him chime in is because he was really the advocate for buying this one. He really wanted these, and we learned the hard way with him with applying them that you need to give it some time before you apply some more, because it smells amazing, but it just gets hotter and hotter and hotter and hotter. Like, it is crazy. It's like the other Tiger, so it's like a menthol, but this is almost earthy. So whatever you got going on with muscles, aches, and pains, Asia's got you because it's wild. So this is among our favorites, but they also have, this one is more of like a citrus. That's kind of cool. Jimmy wanted to get it. It doesn't heat up as much as the others, but the citrus scent in here makes it a little less overpowering. They also have where you can buy them for different ailments. Like this one, I got it because it's their coconut oil formula. So it's kind of intense moisturizing, deep relaxation, and it's good for blood circulation. So I got this one for me because it's more coconutty than it is menthol. So this is not going to heat up like some of those other ones. This is more for soothing purposes, but they also have some like this that will heat up if you need it for, you know, headaches or muscle pain or any of that. So if you read the boxes, they have it in Thai and they have it in English. So look, this is a Kirin balm. It's coconut oil based, so it's different. Now, these are really amazing. We got these at the like grocery store. All the grocery stores in Thailand have like a pharmacy section, and this is where we found these for the best prices. So definitely hit this up. Now, as I've mentioned, I'm not a great sleeper. They have a massage balm. It's a beauty makeup massage balm that's for sleep that is infused with lavender. I love it. Oh my gosh, it's just what dreams are made of. It does not heat up, which I really love, and you can take a bit of it and just rub it on your chest, rub it on your temples, and just the smell engulfs and relaxes you. It's just absolutely incredible. Don't be afraid to experiment with this kind of stuff when you go to these places, because you can always ask somebody. Chances are somebody there speaks English, and they're more than happy to tell you about these kind of products because most of them will pull it out of their purse and show you how they use it. I also bought some natural lip moisturizers. Now, these do not have alcohol or paraben in them. They're amazing, and they were less than $1 at the grocery store as well. I bought these together when I bought the Kirin balm. So these are awesome. I used them. I gave them to all of our, women in our lives for Christmas, and they made great gifts, but they're natural, and the tie on the top looks really cool. Very last product, I saved the best for last because this is something Jimmy and I use every day. These, I don't even know what you call these. They're like inhalers. So we'd noticed on our first trip to Chiang Mai that everybody had these in different form. There were big ones like this. It wasn't this exact thing, but this big. And you just unscrew it, and it has this kind of crazy little top to it. Now, Jimmy is a man, and he shoves it up his nose, and he inhales really deeply. I choose to be a little more ladylike about it. This is the brand that Jimmy really liked with the little guy on it.
7-Eleven. Find a 7-Eleven.
Yeah, 7-Eleven. I like the Polycyan. These are really good. You can actually get a pack of 7 or 8 of these on Amazon. And so you put it up to your nose, inhale really deeply. You're gonna show the people.
So here's what they do, like especially older Thai guys. Thai men, you'll see them and try jacking your
You're
stuff.
really gonna do it.
But you put it up here and you just hold it there for a while.
They walk around
like that. I'm not even kidding you. But it smells so good. It's like the Vicks inhalers, kind of what you get here in the States, but it smells exotic.
They're so good.
It smells
good.
But
they
it's awesome. 7-Eleven. It's cheap. Like less than $1.
I got these at the same store that I bought this stuff from. They had a pack of 8 of them, and then I found it on Amazon. But it has eucalyptus oil, menthol, camphor, and Borneo, something like that. I know I told you guys that you could use some of these more powerful body balms to just smell if you feel congested, but that's what this is for. So I used this when we all had a wicked cold not long ago, and I told Jimmy, I said, why are you not using your inhaler? Because it it helps. I keep one in my purse, I have one at my desk, and I have some extra ones that we bought, and now I know I can get them on Amazon. I'm pumped. So I'll leave the link so you guys can get a hold of that. But those are my products. I will leave the Amazon links if any of this stuff is available on Amazon. For the most part, it won't be. A lot of this stuff you have to actually go to the countries for, but I wanted to let you know, because if you guys are traveling for any reason, please make sure you hit some of these countries up and look for some of these things. So I promised I'd let you know what everybody on our cruise received a lot of. Now, everybody on our cruise got one of these. They got one of the Sri Lankan Advertic bombs, and they got a Vietnamese Grandma Voodoo. Everybody on our cruise got one of those, and all of the ladies got masks. So we made sure that we stocked up on some of these really cool products for everybody to try out, because we've loved them so much and they've become a permanent part of kind of my routine, that without them, I'm not really sure what I would do. So like I said, if you guys are visiting some places in Asia, check these out. As always, leave me comments below. I would be more than happy to answer your questions or point you in directions of where you can get these things. And follow us over on Facebook and YouTube. That's where your other sisters and everyone hangs out. So thanks for watching, you guys. We'll see you next week.